Welcome to the Smite Noob-Proof God Guide for Kukulkan, the Serpent of the Nine Winds of Maya mythology. I'll be going over his mechanics, aerodynamics, and slipperiness. I'll also cover his abilities and provide tips you'll be able to apply in your next match. Item builds and conquest specific strategies will be avoided as these tend to change quite frequently. Feel free to skip to any part of this video that fits your needs. Roll the intro.
Kukulkan.
Kukulkan is part of the mage class. He deals magical damage and is typically seen in the mid lane. Equipped with one of the most effective and effortless lane clearing ability in the entire game, and high damage abilities that will delete opponents off the map, his simple mechanics makes him an ideal god for newer players and veterans alike. This feathered serpent will sweep away his foes and slither his way to victory. Abilities. Passive, Power of the Wind Jewel. Kukulkan's magical power is increased by 4% of his maximum mana. Ability number 1, Zephyr. Kukulkan fires a projectile breath attack that hits the first enemy in its path, dealing damage and slowing all enemies around the impact. Ability number 2, Slipstream. Kukulkan channels the wind, allowing him to move faster. The movement speed buff is strong at first, but scales down gradually over the 4-second duration. Additionally, Kukulkan cleanses himself of slows and becomes immune to slows for a short duration. Ability number 3, Whirlwind. Kukulkan summons a tornado at the ground target location. A small tornado branches off onto any enemies that come within the radius, dealing damage every half second and is refreshed if enemies stay within the radius for a maximum of 12 ticks. Ability number 4, the Ultimate, Spirit of the Nine Winds. Kukulkan summons the Spirit of the Nine Winds to breathe down destruction onto his enemies in the linear path in front of him, dealing high damage and knocking all enemies to the side. The following is based on years of personal experience. Every player has their own style and preferences, and that's alright. If you disagree with any of them, feel free to let us know. We try to keep an open mind and are always willing to learn to get better at a game that we love. Level up order. Kukulkan's first ability, Zephyr, is a great single target damage ability, increasing its damage and slow intensity with each point. His second ability, Slipstream, is a good tool for increasing survivability, increasing its movement speed and lowering its cooldown with each point. Skipping this in the early stages is a risky strategy but can be effective in more casual modes like Joust or Assault to boost your damage abilities. His third ability, Whirlwind, is one of the best wave clearing ability in the game, making this a top priority almost every possible scenario imaginable, increasing its damage and lowering its cooldowns with every point. Whenever possible, put points into the ultimate. That said, here's a recommended level up order. Tips. Tip number 1, Quick Sneeze. Kuku's first ability, Zephyr, is on a rather low cooldown. It can be used frequently in combination with his Whirlwind or ultimate ability as it applies a slow debuff to enemies hit. This can help land these abilities more consistently. Tip number 2, Juke Shoes. Kuku's second ability, Slipstream, cleanses himself of any slow debuff while providing him with a movement speed buff. This is a great tool to become slippery and dodge incoming attacks. The high movement speed it provides is often enough to increase the gap between you and your chasing foe. Tip number 3, Tornado. Kuku's third ability, Whirlwind, is an excellent wave clear ability. It deals high damage and lingers on the field for a few seconds. It can be used to zone areas or jungle paths, intimidating opponents from getting too close. It can also be used as self-peel. Dropping it over yourself can demotivate enemies from continuing chase or risk taking high damage. Tip number 4. Spirit of the Nine Winds. Kuku's ultimate ability deals very high damage and has a high kill potential. This ability starts off slightly behind Kuku, allowing it to hit enemies running too close behind him. It is an excellent corridor sweep as it is rather large and reaches quite far. Try activating this behind a wall or out of sight. It will increase the chances of it hitting as it can be easily dodged when anticipated. Tip number 5. Item Synergy. Kuku's passive allows him to gain power based on the amount of total mana he possesses. Any items with high amounts of mana can be considered potent for him. The book tree as a whole is a great example. Breastplate of Valor is also a great choice for a more defensive approach. Tip number 6. Countering Kukulkan. Every character has mechanics that work in their favor unless you understand the minor details behind those said mechanics. Kukulkan is no exception. His second ability is a great juking and running away tool as it cleanses slows and provides high movement speed, but unfortunately it does not make him immune for the whole duration. This means slows can be reapplied to you shortly after casting. His lack of escape can also be a hindrance against characters with walls, zoning abilities, and displacement abilities that can move him into a bad position. We hope this video proves useful and that you'll be able to apply what you've learned in your next match. If you enjoyed the content or there's a god you'd like to see next, let us know in the comments below. You can also join the Cabbage Corp Discord down in the description below, where we share Smite knowledge and cabbages. Thanks for watching and see you all on the battleground.